Welcome to Supreme Master Television, constructive programming for a peaceful world. Our programs offer many languages. Please log on to our program schedule for more details. suprememastertv.com/schedule. This is Supreme Master Television, your constructive global TV channel.
Jazakallah, delightful viewers. This means may God reward you in Arabic, the official language of Mauritania. My name is Olufemi, and I am a vegan Cape-haired gentleman who loves the vast open spaces of my home country, Mauritania. Did you know that Cape-haired people can run up to 77 kilometers per hour? The bright citizens of Mauritania sincerely thank you for your dedication in bringing Eden on earth through your compassionate vegan lifestyle. Welcome to our show, Animal People Rescue Stories, Part 3 of a multi-part series. In this series, we highlight some of the most touching stories of humans and animal people saving and protecting others. These courageous individuals often risk their own lives to demonstrate humanity's unconditional love for their precious co-inhabitants. In this amazing story, Lulu, the pot-bellied pig person, saved the life of her human mama, Joanne, who had collapsed with heart pains while she, her husband Jake, and Lulu were on a weekend break.
Come on, girl.
She's part of the family. Pot-bellied pigs have individual personalities like people do, and they're extremely intelligent.
Lulu normally goes everywhere with Jack, but today it's a boys-only adventure.
No, Lulu. You stay here. You stay home with Mom.
Joanne lies in. Unknown to her, her heart is on the brink of failure.
When the alarm went off for me to get up, I couldn't get up. I was very lightheaded. I had this terrible pain down my left arm. Due to a previous heart attack, I knew that this was, as they say, the big one, the big bang. Lulu was right there right away, and she was just pestering me and kissing me and crying, and I'm laying on the floor. And I thought the poor girl wanted to go to the potty, and she needed to go for her walk. Here, she was trying to get me up. She was kissing me and crying, so I'd get up off the floor. She knew something was wrong.
Lulu trots away, taking a familiar route she and Jack walk every evening to the local shop. She heads towards a road. She knows she's not allowed to cross it, but Lulu has other plans. Lulu stands in the middle of the road waiting for passing traffic, but despite her best efforts, the cars just keep driving on by. Lulu continues to go back and forth between the road and Joanne for over half an hour, but still no one stops to help. Lulu's luck is about to change. Lulu retraces her steps, leading the man through the holiday park and straight to where Joanne is lying. Worried he might not see her again, Jack rushes home to be with Joanne. But the hero pig Lulu is being well looked after by a neighbour. Thanks to Lulu's quick thinking, Joanne is lucky to be alive.
Bravo, sweet Lulu.
Failed drug dog becomes Taiwan's quake hero.
Okay.
This is Roger, an 8-year-old rescue dog person who was once deemed too friendly to sniff out drugs. He was deployed to locate survivors of the magnitude 7.4 earthquake that hit Taiwan. After locating the body of the 13th victim, Roger became a local celebrity. Roger, dubbed a little hero by the Taiwanese news media, will retire when he turns 9.
Peace is happening around our world. Peace News number 104 of many and counting. There are many countries promoting peace and fostering amity among peoples and governments, etc. April 2024. In a historic first, French soldiers participate in the changing of the guard ceremonies at the United Kingdom's royal residence Buckingham Palace in London to commemorate 120 years of friendly relations between France and Britain. British soldiers also take part in a corresponding ceremony in Paris, France, outside of Élysée Palace, the official residence of the French president, to mark the occasion. By creating peace, we all can make a loving, serene, and prosperous world.
A pet dog saves his neighbourhood after discovering a gas leak in his owner's front yard. Clever Kobe was able to alert his owner about the leak by digging a large hole.
Okay, story time about how my dog saved the block before Christmas. Listen, he kept digging holes in the yard. I didn't think anything of it, but then again, I was like, this is not like him. Had a gas leak in the house prior to this, like earlier in the month. I was having some issues with my heater, got a gas reader, checked the house, nothing in the house. Checked outside when he did it again on the 21st, and I said, you know what, let me check the hole. Checked the hole, was gas. They worked nonstop for 3 days, fixed everything up, and for them to say that a light switch could have blew up the whole house was just really, really, really mind-blowing. I'm so thankful for God, thankful for my baby boy.
Wow, Kobe, you are a lifesaver. God bless you. You are such a beautiful boy. Our next story is about another clever animal companion who detects a gas leak in her family home.
Well, this is a fun fact. Did you know that cats have an impeccable sense of smell? It proved pretty important. A rescue cat in Lake Oswego, she alerted her family to a gas leak, Morgan.
Yeah, oh my God, the story. You and I are both cat owners, so we get it. Lily and her owner, Sandy Martin, were playing on the living room floor when Lily stopped to go sniff the fireplace valve.
So I went over and sniffed, and there was a natural gas smell. It was very, very faint. So I didn't really trust my nose, Then I asked my husband to come over and sniff it. And he sniffed it too.
So her husband called Northwest Natural, who told them to shut off everything in that room, including their cell phones, and open up the doors. It was 23 degrees outside. The gas company got there in 20 minutes in the snow and ice storm.
He came in, tested, and in fact, he said it was a dangerous gas leak. So then he tested all our other sources of gas in the house, and then he went outside and cut off the pipe to the gas there and capped it off. And she might have saved our lives.
Yeah. It was the middle of the night when the barking began.
Normally I just yell at her to go to sleep, We were both in bed sleeping because it's 3 o'clock in the morning.
But this type of bark was unlike one he'd heard before.
Loud, screaming type bark. It was totally different than her just barking at a usual bark. It was totally woke us both up. Something's wrong. She's trying to tell us something.
Lucy, an Australian Shepherd Labrador mix,
She was in the bay window just continuing barking.
was among the first to notice a fire at the home across the street.
And I woke my wife up. Then she opened the curtains and she, said, "Honey, there's a fire." Doug, the flame went out of control. I mean, and then it was just, a blaze, and the whole side of the building was on fire. See that ball? Go get it.
Lucy's owners called for help, and firefighters arrived to extinguish the flames.
I'm just glad that nobody was hurt.
Thankfully, the fire only impacted the homeowner's workshop.
The fire department said another 10 minutes that could have reached the house, so that was a little scary.
Officers praised Lucy's quick actions on social media. It's clear Lucy was a big hit with the first responders.
And I think the fire department and the police officers just fell in love with her.
And her owner couldn't be more proud.
She's just a good dog. She's really one of a kind. I love her to death.
Turned vegan, looking younger. Ah, you got it.
Let's give thanks to God for all His creations. We are immensely grateful and blessed. Our next story features a parrot person hero named Eric.
A pet parrot is tonight a hero, saving his sleeping owner from their burning Brisbane home, squawking and screeching loud enough before the smoke alarms went off.
A well-earned drink for a parched parrot. Quiet now, but he just saved his owner from this.
He started to yell, so I woke up.
Eric the parrot, no ordinary bird. He's a guardian angel in green, screeching out his owner's name, Anton, over and over. It woke him up with enough time for them both to escape.
I heard Eric more so than anything, and I heard the bang.
That bang was his Kangaroo Point Queenslander burning to the ground. It took just 10 minutes to go from ignition to engulf.
From two-legged feathered friends to this next short clip clearly shows the loving, caring, and protective nature of our family dog companions.
This poor baby's face was stuck under a blanket. Luckily, the family's dog was there, and it not only helped her, but decided to lay down right there and make sure the baby was safe for the rest of the night.
The most powerful daily prayer for any time and before meditation, which is the order from God, and Supreme Master Ching Hai shares with us by His blessed grace.
We humbly worship, praise, thank, obey, and love God Almighty, the Most High, the greatest, for world vegan, world peace, and our soul liberation. We thank, love, praise the only Son of God, who is the ultimate Master for our salvation. We follow the teaching of all the saints and sages. We thank, love, and praise them, who are the representatives of God for our spiritual elevation.
Our last story shows how a cat person quickly responded to her human companion's call and saved his life.
I relive it a million times, and if he wouldn't have been in there with me, I'd be dead today. That's it.
But Ron Williams is alive and with quite a tale to tell. The main character is his pet cat, Fluffy.
That's a boy.
Ron adopted Fluffy from a friend not too long ago.
And I looked at him and I just fell in love with him.
Williams, who turns 85 in September, didn't know that a few weeks after he got him, Fluffy would save his life. We all talk to our pets, and that's how this story starts.
The phone would ring, and I'd say, ring-a-ding. ring-a-ding, and I didn't know he'd pick up on it.
Thank goodness Fluffy did. A few days ago, Ron slipped getting out of the shower. With his life alert on the charger, his phone up on the counter, and the door closed, Ron was trapped.
My arm was pinned under me, and the hours kept going by.
For 16 hours, from 8 in the morning until midnight, Ron lay trapped in agony on the floor. Until he remembered, Fluffy was in the room too, and Ron took one crazy last chance to save his life.
So I said, Fluffy, ring-a-ding, Fluffy. And I says, you're my only hope. And he was. It wasn't even 5 minutes later, I felt something hit my hand. And I'm here because of it.
Now with just a few bumps and bruises, Ron is recovering, but alive. Just goes to show you don't need to be strong or even be a human to be a hero.
He'll never be away from me until the day I die.
Which won't be for a long, long time if it's Fluffy's call.
He's my hero, and he always will be.
Whether human or animal person, we are all alive, caring, want to be loved, and live in peace and harmony. All living beings deserve a chance to live, no matter how big or small. So why wait? Go vegan to save lives, thus creating more love in your life and their life too.
Vegan, the will of heaven.
Dobar den. That's how the warm people of North Macedonia greet you with good day in Macedonian. Cherished viewers, I'm Maria. The citizens of vibrant North Macedonia hope that the beautiful sunlight and stunning landscapes brighten your day. Welcome to our show to learn and grow benefits of gardening for kids. Today we'll explore the benefits of having children participate in garden activities and share tips for planning and creating a child-friendly garden environment. So let's get started. Gardening has many overall benefits, especially for kids. Getting closer to nature helps them learn how it works. In the garden, children use all their senses. They touch plants, soil, and seeds to feel their textures. They smell the various scents of flowers and herbs. They hear the buzzing of bees, the chirping of bird people, and other nature sounds. They can even taste the vegetables, fruits, and herbs they grow. With their eyes, they can take in all of the beautiful colors and shapes around them. Gardening also gets children moving and can be quite a workout, leaving them feeling tired but satisfied. It's a healthy way for kids to exercise. Activities like digging, raking, lifting, and turning compost use muscles they don't usually use in regular play, improving balance and coordination. A recent report found that gardening can burn 250 to 500 calories per hour, depending on activity level. Sadly, fewer than 25% of children get enough daily exercises, and the average child spends just 16 minutes outside each day. So, gardening offers a great opportunity for kids to stay active, develop healthy habits, boost creativity, and take control of their health.
It's not how long we live. It's how we live.
Rachel.
Be vegan. Make peace. do good deed. That's all life needs.
Doing a variety of activities in the garden also enhances a child's fine and gross motor skills. Actions like picking up seeds for planting, holding a small shovel, harvesting cherry tomatoes, and picking up worms to put back into the soil all help to cultivate fine motor skills. While developing their fine motor skills, actions such as carrying a watering can, pushing a wheelbarrow, and digging in the dirt also strengthen gross motor skills. While gardening, children often get their hands and feet dirty, which is actually beneficial for them. The hygiene hypothesis suggests that children who don't get enough exposure to germs may have a higher risk of allergies, autoimmune conditions, asthma, and other health issues because their immune system don't develop properly. Therefore, getting dirty while gardening can help strengthen children's immune systems and improve their overall health. Gardening not only exercises the body, but also reduces stress and improves mood and well-being. Connecting with nature, enjoying the sunlight, and breathing fresh air can make children feel relaxed and less stressed while gardening. Research shows that gardening has a calming effect on the brain that extends beyond the garden. A study found that participants who gardened had significantly lower cortisol levels, a hormone released in response to stress. Another study shows that people with access to a garden experience fewer stressful events each year compared to those without a garden. Children who learn to relax through gardening have a valuable coping skill they can carry into adulthood. Gardening can help children enhance their focus and memory. Regular gardening boosts cognitive abilities, alertness, and social skills. Horticultural therapy, a therapeutic treatment using gardening, has proven effective in rehabilitating speech, motor, and cognitive abilities after illness. A recent study found that children who have access to green spaces perform better on mental tasks. Spending time in outdoor green spaces also reduces symptoms of attention deficit hyperactivity disorder or ADHD and helps children focus. Gardening lets them learn through experience, develop a growth mindset through trial and error, and provides a safe place to try new activities and learn from mistakes. Spending time in the garden helps children strengthen connections with family and peers. It offers quality time that fosters positive social skills, interpersonal relationships, and a sense of community. Gardening teaches kids confidence, responsibility, organization, and self-sufficiency. It also cultivates patience and environmental awareness, inspiring them to become stewards who care for our planet. Moreover, gardening promotes healthy eating habits. After the physical and mental activity of gardening, children get to enjoy the fruits of their labor. By planting and caring for their own produce, children often make healthier choices in their diets. As we learn more about creating gardens for children, fun gardening activities, plant selection, and safety tips. To establish a children's garden, it's vital to include a safe play area. Use materials like synthetic grass to cover surfaces. Then, add age-appropriate equipment like slides and swings. You can also build an adventure path with large stones or wood to encourage safe exploration, fostering curiosity and improving coordination. Provide shaded places with covered structures or awnings so children can enjoy the outdoors even on hot sunny days. If you add a pool for fun and cooling off, always supervise your children closely. To make the garden more appealing, consider adding secret corners, tree houses, or playhouses where children can climb, hide, and play in their imaginary world.
the most powerful daily prayer for any time and before meditation, which is the order from God, and Supreme Master Ching Hai shares with us by His blessed grace.
We humbly worship, praise, thank, obey, and love God Almighty, the Most High, the greatest, for world vegan, world peace, and our soul liberation. We thank, love, praise the only Son of God, who is the ultimate Master for our salvation. We follow the teaching of all the saints and sages. We thank, love, and praise them, who are the representatives of God for our spiritual elevation.
Now, let's delve into some fun outdoor activities for kids in the garden. First, let's explore art. To avoid paint splatter indoors, you can set up an outdoor art easel using a painting screen. This screen is easy to wipe clean and reuse, reducing paper waste. Next, consider creating a themed sandbox instead of a simple square box filled with sand. You can create a sandbox shaped like a train or any other imaginative design. If you don't have the materials for a sandbox, an old tent can be used to cover a pit filled with sand. For additional fun, you can have a mud kitchen in your garden. Children love getting messy, and a mud kitchen allows them to unleash their creativity while learning to use kitchen utensils. Why not engage in an activity that also benefits wildlife as well? Children can make natural birdseed cakes that attract various bird friends and other wildlife. Simply slice apples, spread natural peanut butter on a section, and dip it in birdseed to make the seed stick. Then, hang the slices on a tree or bush for the bird friends to enjoy. Many more activities are available online for you to check out, and they might inspire your next project with your child. If you aren't sure where to start with your children's garden, here are some plants that kids love to grow from seed. Make sure to check the best months for sowing these seeds in your area and the type of soil they need. First, we have pumpkins. Pumpkin seeds are large and sprout easily. Next, sunflowers are fun to grow and attract bird people as well. Tomatoes are also popular due to their high germination rates and easy growth. Kids often prefer cherry tomatoes for their sweet, crunchy taste and easy-to-pick size. Chives are another great option with their long blades and onion flavor, which kids enjoy picking and chewing. Beans are a favorite, especially when kids are reading Jack and the Beanstalk. To add extra fun, create a beanpole garden tent. Use poles or tall wooden sticks to form the tent structure and plant beans next to each pole or stick for climbing. Voila! You now have a beanpole garden tent. Visit the seed section of your local garden store with your kids to pick out seeds you all like. Remember, the most important thing is to have fun. Finally, let's talk about safety in the garden. Make sure the tools you provide for children are not too heavy and are age-appropriate. Keep tools with sharp edges and power tools out of their reach. Children should always be supervised when using any tools. Watch out for large tree roots, sticks, and other objects on the ground that could cause tripping hazards. Remove these items to ensure a safe playing environment, especially since children may be running and not paying close attention. Trim trees and bushes to prevent injuries. Be aware of what's growing in the garden and educate the children about what's edible and what's not. Children may try to taste plants, so it's essential to prevent them from consuming anything poisonous. Also, some children may have allergies to certain plants, so choose varieties carefully for the children's garden. Gardening can get messy, so expect the kids to get dirty. Encourage them to wear old clothes, gloves, and garden shoes or boots, especially if it's muddy. Lastly, make it a habit for children to wash their hands once gardening is done.